Hi everyone, it's Marley. Welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I am going to be showing you something super exciting that I've been wanting to show you for a long time. Today, I am going to be using my cream pudding gel, which I released last year at the end of the year. And I was supposed to make this tutorial back then for the release, but I just didn't get a chance. But here I am. And I'm super excited because I'm doing my Valentine's nails, and I am hoping that I get the time to upload this video for Valentine's. Fingers crossed. If not, then I'll just upload it Valentine's week, I guess. So anyway, the pudding gels, you guys, are like, oh my gosh, so amazing. And they're gorgeous. The colors are like so pretty. There are 16 different pudding gels, and it's a 3-in-1. You get 3 colors per pot, and so they come sealed. So I'm gonna open it. This one is super pretty. This one is OMG in love, and I'm telling you, like, check that out. I am literally in love with these colors. So I'm gonna open it and show it to you. Oh my goodness, look at that. How pretty is that? So many people might be asking themselves, what is pudding gel? Can I eat it? No, I'm just kidding. You cannot eat it. But anyway, pudding gel is gel polish, you guys. UV gel polish, okay? It cures the same. You know, it's just a different consistency. But other than that, it's just gel polish. So pudding gels, in my opinion, are like easy to work with. And if you are one of those people who kind of, have a hard time applying gel polish because maybe you get, too much gel around your cuticles and your sidewalls and all of that, I'm telling you, believe me, pudding gels is for you. This gel does not move. It stays where you put it. So there is a little bit of a learning curve, I would say, when it comes to application, because everybody's really like more used to applying the regular gel polish. So when you're working with pudding gels, you only need a little bit, you guys. I need you to remember that less is more when it comes to pudding gels. These colors are very pigmented. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is for your Adrada pudding gels, you're gonna find different opacities. Okay, all of the colors are very pigmented, but some of them are going to be like super opaque. And for those colors, you will only need maybe 1 or 2 layers. There are some other colors that are kind of like in between, they're not like 100% opaque, but they're not translucent either. They're kind of like a milky, just kind of like in between. And then you're gonna find your glitters, which are more of a like a topper, and you are also going to find jelly colors, which are so cute. Anyway, so I wanted to have different things. I wanted to give you glitters, and I wanted to give you super opaque ones and jelly ones, just to make it fun, and have a little bit of everything. Okay, I'm gonna use the one that I was using to paint these nails. And the things that I'm going to be using for this manicure is going to be my peel base, and I already have my peel base on. And I do have a tutorial where I show you how I apply my peel base and how I remove, my nails after I use my peel base. So I will leave that tutorial up in the cards right here for you so you can check it out. So I already have my peel base on. I am going to be using my base top coat and of course my pudding gel, and I'm going to be using several brushes. Okay, you don't have to use different brushes. You can use one brush. The thing that you are going to have to deal with if you use one brush is you're going to have to clean it every time that you have to change colors. So just to make my life easier, I'm going to use 3 different brushes. This skinny one is for my little heart that I did here. Whoops, I'm not flipping you off. Sorry. My heart that I did here. And then I have this one, and this one is like it's more of a poly gel brush, which work, in my opinion, are the best brushes for pudding gels. The rounded one, poly gel one. I find it super easy to apply my pudding gel with them. Now, keep in mind, I am not a professional, okay? I am just a do-it-yourself nail deep powder gel and all kinds of nail stuff thing. So the things that I do are, just the things that work for me, okay? Remember, not everything works for everybody. So I'm just going to be showing you how I do things, for myself, for my nails, for my nail shape, and all of that stuff. So, okay, so there's my brushes. I'm probably gonna use one of these little, I don't know what this is called, whatever, just to put my gel on there, because when you are working with pudding gels, you want to prime your brushes, and I will show you how to do that. And I have a baggie here that I think I will need later on. I don't know, I'm not sure, we'll see. What else? I think that's it. My alcohol, of course. Every time you're or applying gels, you gotta have your rubbing alcohol handy. And then I have some lint free wipes as well. Okay, so like I said, I already have peel base. So I'm gonna cover my gel because I have my lamp here to the side, and I definitely do not want to be curing and having my gels open. So I am going to go ahead and get my UV base coat, and I am going to apply one layer of it. Okay, I am done applying my base coat. Now I am going to cure this for 30 seconds, and I will be right back. Okay, those are cured, and I'm gonna bring in my pudding gel, and also I am going to be bringing my brushes. So I'm gonna use, oops, okay, that broke. I'm gonna be using this one and this poly gel one. I'm gonna be using those two, just, for now. I'm gonna do my solid ones first. So I'm gonna bring in my base coat, and remember I was telling you that you have to prime your brushes. It will make the application way easier if you prime your brushes. So how do you prime your brushes? All you need to do is get your base coat, okay, and just put a drop on, you know, somewhere. Probably if you have one of these, you can use one of those, or you can use like a little plastic baggie and do that. So to prime your brushes, all you have to do is just literally put your brush on there and get some gel on it. And not a lot, it's just, let me see if I can show you, just, you know, just to make it sticky. Just to make it sticky, that's all. So there's that one, and I'm gonna do the other one. This is going to make your pudding gel go really, really, you know, smoothly. Just it makes it easier for sure. So don't forget to prime your brushes. All right. So before I start applying my pudding gel, I want to show you something really cool about the pudding gels. So as you can see, they are, you know, creamy. They are like a pudding, like they do not move. So Adrada pudding gels, you can actually change the consistency of these gels. What? Yes, you can. And I will show you how. You can grab your gel straight out of the jar and just go on and apply it, okay? Or if you want to change the consistency and make it a little bit more runny, you can do that with Adrada pudding gels. All you have to do is agitate the gel. So check it out. I'm gonna show you. I hope you guys can see. This is just like magical. Watch. So I'm just, you know, kind of moving that gel. So now check it out. Right? Can you see? Look. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit thinner, it's less creamy, but even when you make it, you know, like that, even when you change the consistency, the gel is not going to run. It's just not going to run. This gel is amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe my brush just a little bit, because remember, you only need a little bit of pudding gel because they're very pigmented, and especially when you have like dark colors and super opaque colors, you want to make sure your application is thin. If your application is too thick, your gel is not going to cure properly, and it's going to get wrinkly. It's just like when you cure it, you will know if you put too much pudding gel, because it will just look wrinkly. You would know it. All right. So I'm gonna do my pinky first, right? Yes, I'm gonna do my pinky. I'm gonna put that here just to kind of help me. I think I might have too much. Let me show you. I barely have any, like just a little bit. Okay, and so let's see how that goes. Oh my goodness, I love this color. I love berry colors. Those are my favorite colors, like darker colors like this, like burgundies and berry colors are just so pretty. Another thing is the position of your brush. The position of your brush has a lot to do with application as well. Maybe I didn't have enough. Maybe I needed a little bit more. Okay, let's just try that. Let's get it by my cuticle. You want to keep your brush kind of flat. Oh my gosh, I just cannot get over that color. It's so pretty. I'm gonna get my free edge right here too. I'm shaky. Why? I love that. Look how pretty that looks. So cute. So cute. Now pudding gel, it's not really self-leveling that much. You know, it does kind of levels a little bit, but not like your regular nail polish, you know. I like to wait just a little bit to kind of let it, you know, level out a little bit. But you just, again, like I said, you have to make sure your application is thin, okay? Now, should I do the purple now or later? I think I'm gonna do it now. Okay. This one, I'm gonna go ahead and not agitate the gel. I'm gonna take this one, you know, just in its natural form, which is the creamy form, right? I wonder if that's too much. That might be too much. I don't know. But my thumb is a big no, so we'll see. You know what? Let me grab that like this. Okay, let's apply that. Let's see how it goes. Remember, guys, I'm not a professional, okay? So I'm just trying to do my best. I think my brush has like something on it. Do you see how I'm getting like super close to my cuticle and my sidewalls, but I'm really not, like the gel is not moving? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. This brush has like a bunch of stuff on it. Ugh, dang it. Are you serious? You know, it happens in every single tutorial. Things just get hard, and I don't know why. I'm gonna wipe this off, okay? Because I don't know what that was. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm gonna grab just a little bit because I already have some, you know, on my nails. So let's try to fix that. Okay. Not sure what's happening to this brush. It literally has like little fuzzy thingies. What is that? That is really annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, look at the coverage of this color. This color, it's, you know, pretty opaque. And even this one is actually pretty good, pretty opaque. This one, it's kind of like in between, you know, like not super opaque, but not jelly either. This one is opaque. That is really good coverage. I forgot that I needed to get my free edge. Okay. That's super cute. Okay, I'm gonna cover my gel because I am going to be curing. So I'm gonna cure these layers for 60 seconds. You don't have to cure for 60 seconds. It just all depends on what type of lamp you have. You know, if you have a lamp that is like super strong, you can get away with curing for like 30 seconds, you know, one time. My lamp, I think it's a 48 watt, and I like to cure it for 60 seconds just to make sure that my gel is cured. Because if your gel is not cured, it is going to peel off. It's going to be lifting. It's going to give you all kinds of problems. So you make sure that gel is 100% cured. So I'm going to go ahead and cure right now, 60 seconds. I will be back. Okay, those are cured now, and I am going to go in with a second layer. So let me see, where's my brush? Which one is this one? This one is the berry one. So I'm gonna go in with a second layer, and let me show you how much gel I have there. Barely any, barely any. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm just like, I always struggle like putting my fingers. I don't want to get off camera. Okay, let's see. All right, am I still in there? Yes, I'm still in there. Okay. You know that ring light also is just a pain in the butt sometimes, like doesn't really let me see properly. I love this color so much. So much. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want you to see how like this gel is not running. Like I'm super close to my cuticle and it just stays in place. It does not move at all. And that's why I was telling you, for people who really struggle with their you know, regular gels running down their cuticles and everywhere and getting like thick in this area, you gotta try pudding gels. I'm telling you, I think it will make your life so much easier. Let me make sure that I didn't get my cuticle here, did I? No. All right, so that's my second layer there, and then I'm gonna grab my other brush. What's that? Is that the actual brush? Like, what is that? Oh my gosh, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna grab, check it out. I love doing this. I love changing it. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. The more you agitate your gel, you know, the thinner it gets. See? Oh my goodness. Look. Oh, let me get closer. Cool, huh? Okay, let's wipe that off. I think my brush sucks a little bit. All right. I'm gonna grab just a little tiny bit. Look how much I have. Okay. And now let's do my thumb. Okay. I kind of like, you know, I like putting it by my cuticle first so I can get that part done. And then I, you know, bring it towards my tip area. Ugh, area. Did you hear that? There's my accent coming out. Okay. Anyway, I like to put it by the cuticle, and that is totally okay because this gel doesn't run, remember? It just doesn't run. So you can do that. You can totally do that. Okay, so check it out. That is 2 layers, and that pretty much is full coverage. Like, I don't know if you can tell, you know, but I'm telling you, like, I only need the 2, and that's it. That looks really good. really good coverage. And this one as well, both of them. Okay, I'm gonna let those just be for a little bit and let them kind of just get smooth. This one is already like super smooth, more level. This one still, you know, has little ridges here and there. And talking about that, the opaque colors, you are going to find that they are a little bit more difficult to work with just because they have so much pigment. And you can really see sometimes like it could be streaky. Is that the word that I want to use? You can see like these little lines and stuff. And that happens with opaque colors, like no matter what you're doing, if it's, you know, regular gel or nail polish or whatever, they all do that. Anyway, yeah, so I think this looks good. I am going to cure it for 60 seconds. I am going to cover my gel first. Okay, and I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds and I will be right back. Okay, those are cured. Now I am going to bring in my no wipe top coat and I am going to apply my top coat. And that way I can cure them and then they'll be ready, you know, so I can touch them and they'll be fine, they'll be safe. So just depending on like what design you're doing, you wanna really kind of just, you know, get the ones that are simple, just one color, you know, out of the way completely, and do your no wipe top coat just so you can protect them, just in case you bump them whenever you're doing your other nails. It's a good thing to do, believe me. Okay, no wipe top coat. Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, look how nice and level that is. Okay, back to the lamp for 60 seconds. All right, those two nails are done. They have their top coat and I can touch them and they're fine. Now let's move on to the tricky part, which is the ombre nails. It looks tricky, but it's actually not that tricky. I will show you how to do that super easy. So for that, I am going to bring my extra brush. Whoop, not that. That side. And this is also a poly gel brush, which is the rounded one. And I am going to prime my brush. I'm going to put a little bit more of this base on here. Let's do a little bit more so I can prime my brush. Remember, that makes application so much easier, so much easier. Just get that gel in there, all the way in. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do now. Check it out. Should I use a baggie or should I use this thing? Ugh, I think I'm gonna use a baggie. I'm gonna use this baggie. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna use this because I think you might be able to see better if I use this one. Just make sure that is clean. And okay, so I'm gonna need my 3 brushes right now, close to me. Okay. So let's put this one here. And let me check, actually, I have to use this one. Okay, so this is the berry color. And I kept berry color together. So I'm gonna do my berry color here, and I'm only going to cover half of the nail. Okay, half of the nail, little bit, only a little bit. Okay, I wonder if that's too much. I'm thinking this might be too much. I don't know. Ugh, I think it's too much. It's always better, like, it's always better to grab less than too much when you're working with pudding gels. All right, let's start. Okay, this makes me nervous. It makes me so nervous because, you know, I'm not a pro at doing this, so I get nervous. Okay, half the nail. Okay. It kind of, for me, I feel like it's a little difficult, like, to get, you know, my cuticle when I'm doing just half the nail. But, you know, I just gotta do my best. Gotta do my best. Okay, where's my thing here? I just, like, need something. You guys, I'm having trouble with my eyes. Like, I got glasses a little while ago just so I can see close. Because I normally was able to see, like, you know, close. Now I find myself, like, pulling my head away when I want to look at something. Oh gosh, I'm getting old. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring in my little paper towel just because I feel like I might contaminate my brush with the other color. I'm gonna try not to, but it's probably going to happen. So okay, I'm gonna grab my purple now. And that might be too much too. I don't know. Wipe it off a little bit. And then I am going to apply that to the other half of the nail. Very carefully. Oh my gosh. I just put a whole bunch of gel on my skin, you guys. Dang it. Okay. Okay. I'll wipe it off. I'm not going to worry about, like, covering, you know, the middle so much, because I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. I just want to make sure that my sides are covered pretty well. Let me wipe that off real fast. Okay. Guess what? When I was doing this hand right here, I got no gel on my skin. Zero. But of course, I'm making a tutorial, so, you know, I'm going to struggle. I don't know. This always happens to me, you guys. What the heck? Okay. For the middle, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my third brush, and I am going to put half of the berry color right here and half of the purple on the other side. Oh, yeah, berry purple. Okay. I'm going to be applying like that so the berry goes on this side. There's a little glitter on this side of my brush. Why? There, gone. Okay. Berry on that side, this side. Okay. So berry there, and I'm just hoping I don't contaminate my colors. And I didn't. Okay. This is what I have. Okay, half and half. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here. Like this, okay? Okay. So my brush now looks like this. And now I am going to blend these two colors. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be going over, you know, the middle, but I'm going to move my brush that way and that way a few times, just so I can blend, you know, the colors a little bit better. So all right, here we go. Let me show you what I did, what happened here. I got some of the berry color on this side, which is supposed to be the purple. So you're gonna need patience for this, okay? So I'm gonna grab my brush with the purple and I am going to go over it a little bit just to, you know, cover that. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. That ring light, you guys. Oh, I hope you can see that. So it's not like perfectly blended just yet. We're gonna work on layers. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. So the purple is gonna be on that side. So I'm gonna take some of my purple. Okay. And I'm going to apply it just right here to the middle. I'm going super slow right here by my side walls. I want to show you something real quick. I want you to look, and I hope that you can see. I'll try to kind of zoom in if it'll show better. I want you to take a look at this little area right here by the cuticle. It is not, oh my gosh. Okay, right here. It is not completely covered, right? And that is okay. Remember, I was telling you I have a hard time like applying my gel on the side and then just getting really close to this area. But it's okay because when I go over with my other brush, the one that I have the both colors, that's what that brush is gonna go. It's gonna go right there. So that little area will be covered later on when I, you know, switch to that one brush. So don't worry about that. Okay, now my berry color. I'm really having a hard time seeing you guys because the ring light, it's like so shiny over here. Annoying. And I have to use the ring light just because I need good light for the, you know, for the tutorial. So I'm going super slow over here on the side. Just want to make sure I cover it well. Oh my gosh, that is so crooked. Oh my gosh. What is wrong? I'm telling you, I cannot see. I can't see properly. This ring light, it's just really irritating me. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Okay, I'm gonna go over with my purple again, see if I can fix that. Okay, good. Now my blending brush, or my, yeah, I call it my blending brush. Okay, doing the middle, blending. Okay, that looks decent. All right. Now I am going to cure those for 60 seconds and I'll be back. Okay, those are done. They're not done, they're cured. They're cured, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the second time. So I'm gonna grab just a little bit. Okay, that might be too much, I don't know. So I'm just doing the same, making sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm not gonna mess up. I'm not gonna mess up. All right, now my other brush, my berry color brush. Itty bitty bit of gel. All right. I'm trying to get super close to my side walls without touching. Oh gosh, I got it on the purple, you guys. Struggling. I am struggling. What do I do? I'm gonna get the purple brush now and just gonna try to fix that. Look what I did. I told you, look what I did right here. See, it's all crooked. I told you, you are going to need a little patience if you're doing an ombre like this. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna brush just the middle. Okay, let me show you something. So I just brushed the middle, right? But it does not look blended. So what I'm gonna do with my brush is I'm gonna brush, but I'm going to move a little bit that way, right? So some of that purple gets on top of my berry color, and then I will move this way so some of that berry color gets on top of the purple. Okay, and that's how I will kind of blend it a little bit better. So let's do that. So I'm gonna move towards my berry and then towards my purple. And I think that looks pretty good. Maybe more towards the berry. I'm gonna grab my colors right here again. Yeah, I'm gonna come, oh gosh, careful. Oh my goodness, okay, this is good. I like that. Stop, no more, no more brushing. Oh, I like this blending. This one turned out really cute, really cute. Check it out. I'm just trying to move my finger because of that ring light. Check it out. See, I like that. Now I'm going to continue with my index finger. So let me grab my purple again. I think this is going to be a long video. I don't know that I'm going to keep all of this and just kind of do a do your nails with me tutorial kind of thing, or I might just, you know, cut some of the parts. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna put the purple now, and I'm gonna make sure I'm covering my sides right here really good, and then the middle. Okay. It doesn't, oh, and right here. Oops, right here. The free edge too. Okay, so there's that one. And I think I might have put purple on here or no. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of my berry color and put it on the other side. Am I in the camera still? Yes. Not in the camera, but am I still in focus? Oh my gosh, you guys, I really have a funny story about me saying the word focus. When I first got to this country, you know, my English was just okay. Like, I knew a little bit of English. I could carry a conversation, you know, but it was definitely not, my accent was like super, super heavy. And I remember one time my mother-in-law wanted to take a picture. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna grab my blending color. No, my blending brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and just blend. It's, you know, I'm doing the same thing, so I can tell you my story. And I move my hands a lot. Did you notice? Okay, so anyway, my mother-in-law wanted to, let me make sure. Shoot, I almost messed up. Make sure I got my colors right. Okay. She wanted to take a picture. She was wearing this like, I can't remember if it was a red dress or a pink dress. But she had like a big hat and stuff like that. And so anyway, she wanted to take a picture, and she had this camera, and it was just like, I don't know, it was just weird. And I told her, well, you should ask George. My husband is George. I don't even know if I should say this here. Okay. I will. Who cares? We're here to have fun, right? So I told my mother-in-law, you should ask George because he can fuck us better. My mother-in-law looked at me with these huge eyes, and she told me, honey, repeat after me. Focus. Focus. And so I repeated, but I still had a hard time saying it. But yeah, that was hilarious. Everybody was just cracking up, you know, telling me, oh, Marley, say focus. And, you know, just trying to mess me up. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Okay, I was just putting a little bit more purple because, you know, you kind of have to go by, you kind of have to just like look at it and see if you like it or if you need more purple or more of the other color. And, you know, just make sure that you're satisfied with what it looks like. Now, let me grab some of that. And I'm gonna do a little bit more blending. All right. I think that's fine. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Should I leave it alone? I think I'm just going to leave it alone because I feel like if I keep on going, I'm just really gonna mess up. So I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds. And first of all, I am going to cover my gel. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Okay, that is fully cured, and I'm gonna move this stuff away a little bit. And I am going to bring in my no wipe top coat. I think I'm happy with what they look like. I'm not gonna make my life more difficult, so I'm gonna leave them just like that. I think they look pretty decent, close to the other ones, right? And so I'm gonna go over those two nails with my no wipe top coat because I just wanna cure that and just make sure that they're gonna be okay. And I'm not gonna be touching and messing up anything. I'm gonna close my gel and I am going to go cure for 60 seconds. Okay, those are fully cured and now I can touch them and they're fine. I'm safe. I think they look super cute. So now I'm gonna do the glitter. Some of the pudding gels have like super fine glitter, almost like shimmer kind of thing. This particular one has chunkier glitters. So that one I'm going to have to encapsulate at the end, just because some of those little chunky glitters are gonna, stick up and everything. And so I definitely don't want to have a bumpy nail. So, and remember, these glitters, not all of them, but some of them are more of a topper color. So you would just like, do like a pretty ombre, not ombre. Is it ombre? A pretty, glitter, yeah, glitter ombre or something like that. So, okay, so I'm going to go in with my glitter on this nail. And as you can see, it's, like I said, it's more of a topper color. So it's kind of like just to decorate your manicure almost. Some of the other colors have super fine glitters and they have really good coverage. This one, because it's bigger glitters, it's more, what's the word I want to use? I'm having a brain fart. Okay. I think you probably know what I mean. I don't know. All right, so that's what it looks like right now. Let me see if I get, whoops, finger. I'm not flipping you off. Let's just hold it like this. Okay, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to cure for 60 seconds and I'll be back. All right, that is cured. Now I'm going to do a second layer and I am going to agitate my gel to change the consistency of it. So instead of being like a pudding, like, creamy, it's going to be more, liquidy, like just, it's going to have less viscosity, I guess you would say, right? There we go. That might be too much. Okay. So I'm gonna do my second layer of the glitter and it's gonna look a lot better coverage, Hang on. Let me be a contortionist real quick. Kind of want to get closer to my cuticle here, but I definitely don't want to put like, or just, put glitters like on my skin or, the cuticle. Okay, let's wipe my brush real quick because I'll show you why. just right here, my tip area, I'm going to kind of go like that and make it a little bit more flat. Okay, I think that's good, right? They kind of look, whoops, hang on. Look at my middle fingers. I don't want to like stick my middle finger out because it just looks weird, like I'm doing something bad to you guys. Okay, so yeah, they look good, right? All right, so let me show you real quick. Because of the chunkier glitter, like I was telling you, previously, this nail is going to look just a little bit bumpy. All right, so I'm gonna cure it, and then I'm gonna come back and encapsulate that with builder gel. Okay, that is fully cured, and now I am going to bring my builder gel right here. This is my clear builder gel. Okay, and let's put this here. Okay, and where's my builder gel brush? Right here. And I am going to encapsulate that, and I'm not going to like make it super thick because I don't need to do that. I mean, if you get it thick, I guess, you can always file it down, and so really it's not big of a deal. But this is how much builder gel I have. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm not going to start by the cuticle. I'm going to start just a little higher and then bring it up towards my my tip area, and then bring it to the side, and then do the other side. That way I get rid of, a lot of my builder gel will be, gone from my brush. I think I might have grabbed too much. Okay, so I'm keeping it thin, especially right here by the cuticle. All I want to do is just put a layer of, something just to make it, a little thicker, I guess, just so I can get rid of the bumpy glitters, you know what I mean? And the other reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to be drawing my little heart. So I need to smooth out my nail. Okay, well, I think that's good. Now, when you apply builder gel, hold your finger upside down, okay? Because that will help create an apex, and just, everything will level out real nice. So I'm gonna hold it upside down. Let me make sure that it's kind of awkward here, but I'm gonna make sure that I hold it like that for a little bit. And I'm gonna turn it to the side as well, just so everything gets like nice and smooth. Okay, I think that is good. All right, that's good. So I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds and I will be back. Okay, now my builder gel is cured. I am going to grab a lint-free wipe, and I am going to remove the tacky layer. That way I can file and smooth things out. I'm gonna get my free edges because of course I have gel there as well. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my file, and I'm gonna smooth out this nail a little bit, and I will let you watch. Okay, so I've filed my nail just a little bit to make it nice and smooth, and now I am going to wipe, or I am going to brush or dust off all this filing dust. And then I'm gonna wipe it with alcohol just to make sure all that, you know, dust from my file is gone, because now I am going to draw my little heart like that one. At least I'm gonna try to get it the same. Okay, I gotta bring back my pudding gel. That kind of looks cool, like that, matte, right? Yeah. Okay. Here's my pudding gel, and now I'm gonna be using my skinny brush, and I'm going to prime this brush too. I still have a little bit of, you know, base right here that I can use. So I'm gonna prime my brush, and all right, let me look at this heart. So I made my heart kind of like not a perfect shape. I made this side, I don't know if you can tell right there, but I made this side kind of higher, kind of like crooked, kind of like a stretched heart, kind of. Okay, so let me think here. So it is higher towards my, okay, wait, okay, like that. Just making sure okay, so the higher part would be, I think I'm gonna start here. Ugh, this is difficult. This is hard. Plus I can't see. I have glasses on, but I don't know, I feel like something's going on with my eyes. I want to get LASIK, you know? Ugh, such a pain in the butt to having like, oh, I need my glasses on. Oh no, I gotta take my glasses off. Because, you know, ugh. And I did not want to get bifocals. No way. No way. Not yet. I think I want to get LASIK. I'll look into that. Okay. Kind of brought my heart this way. Let me grab more gel. And I did like a little cross kind of at the end. I don't think it's gonna turn the same, but whatever, you know. Okay, let's try it this way. I am quiet because I'm trying to concentrate. And you know what else? I'm holding my breath, literally. Every time I'm doing detail work like this, it just happens. I just don't breathe. Okay. This one is definitely better. Oh my goodness. I really don't want to wipe it off. I really don't. So I think I'm going to bring this down like this, just to make it look a little bit better. More like a heart. Let's move a little bit of this gel. I can't see. Shoot. I want to make this a little darker right here. Okay, and then a little bit more on this one. This is exactly why you guys want to cure all your other, not cure, but this is why you want to top coat, you know, all your other nails, just because when you come to do stuff like this, you know, you can easily, you know, bump them, bump them, and just, you know, ruin your design and stuff. So yeah, okay, well, I think I'm gonna leave this just like that. Do they? That's close enough. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna cure that little heart for, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then I'll be back. Okay, my little heart is cured, and I'm gonna put that away. I am going to put my gel away as well. You guys, pudding gel, amazing. Remember the magic. You can change the viscosity of this gel just by agitating the gel. That's just a really cool stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. Let's kind of move some stuff here, make some room. And now I am ready for my no wipe top coat, and then that manicure will be done. Finally. Okay. Watch this glitter come to life, you guys. Every time you put like you know, your top coat on your glitters, oh my gosh, like after you file, it's just like, it's so satisfying to watch. I will try to zoom in. Okay, so you guys can see that. Should I need, I think this is good. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that looks. So cute. So cute. Such a cute glitter. All right. Free edges. Free edges. There's the finger. There's the finger. Okay. Free edges. Okay. Let's move that. And now let me push that gel towards the cuticle. Okay, there we go. This one too. And just making sure I also cover my sidewalls really good. Remember, I have peel base underneath, so I really have to make sure that I seal all of my cuticle area and, you know, all my sides. So I think I need just a little bit more gel on top here for the heart part. Okay, oh my gosh, I love this. All right, that's good. These gels, by the way, you guys, they level out. Like as soon as you put them on your nail, they're level. It is, they're amazing. Okay, I am good with that nail. I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds, and I will be right back. Okay, everything is cured. I'm all done, and I am so happy. And I'm so excited. You know why? I don't even remember the last time that I had matching nails. Like, it's been, I think it's been about 2.5 years. I've been walking around with one color here and another color here, or one color here and nothing here. Anyway, these are my Valentine's nails. So my husband wants to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. So I wanted to have matching nails because I didn't want to look, you know, like a crazy woman walking around with like different color nails. It's a fancy place. So yeah. So anyway, and the dress that I'm wearing, you guys, oh my gosh, it has these colors. Exactly these colors. So, you know, I'm gonna be just matching everything. All right, well, thank you for being here. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm happy to have you. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a like, to share it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave your questions in the comments, and I will try to get to those as soon as I can. And what else? That's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.